Hello and welcome back to Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I'm here for part 3 of the Fall Sew the Look videos that we've been putting on. You saw my look, you saw Jenny's look, and today we are here looking at Marissa's 2 looks. Jenny and I each made 2 garments. Marissa also made 2 garments, but they're kind of 2 different separate looks. And as a reminder, these all came from the Fall Ready to Wear look video that I did, I don't know, October, September, sometime around there, where I paired 10 ready-to-wear looks with fabric and patterns that you could use to make. So we basically made 4 of the 10 looks between the 3 of us. So Marissa is my social media manager, my social media person. She is part 3 of the Tomcat Stitchery team and also one of the contributors for the pins that I use for the ready-to-wear looks.
And I was so inspired by the looks this fall. I mean, I know spring and fall are the big seasons anyway, but I wanted to make almost all of those looks.
Same.
I'm gonna go shopping for Jenny's fabric. I need it.
And you should.
Yeah.
And you should. And you should. Yeah. So Marissa, tell us about your 2 looks.
To start, the look that I had to have this season was this Bowden-inspired 2 fabric top. And I had the pleasure of going shopping at Duckadilly with Whitney and Jenny this fall, and I picked up this beautiful Liberty Tonalon. This fabric I purchased because this print reminded me of my mom's mom. It's kind of like 1940s, but they have a glitter on top.
Yeah, and it's not going to come across on camera, but these lavender flowers are glitter. Like have a Lurex or something in there.
Yeah, and it does not wash off. I mean, it's on there. So
I mean, it's a Tonalon. It is stunning.
And it doesn't wrinkle. I traveled here with this and it did not wrinkle at all. So I knew that it needed to be, it was a big splurge fabric, so I knew it needed to be something that was going to be timeless and wearable, but I really, really loved that Bowden-inspired look. The hang up for me with this make was finding a pinstripe, a pink and white like cotton shirting. I looked high and low. Whitney had suggested getting it from Minerva, which I love Minerva. I'm one of their ambassadors, and they have really high quality. But I didn't want to pay the shipping for the really small amount of fabric I needed, so I tried to find local. And I searched high and low, including thrift stores. Like, can I find like a pink and white striped cotton shirting that I can cut up? I ended up with this silk, kind of like a fuchsia, and it does really pair nicely with this pretty. Silk Dupioni from, it was just a remnant from a local shop, local to me. I think the name of it is Fabrications. And so it wasn't my initial inspiration, but I still think it alludes to the Bowden inspiration. And I got to play around with where to put the hot pink. So in the Bowden inspiration, the button placket and of course the cuffs, I also did the collar stand and my interior back yoke. So I have made this shirt before, as I am wearing the Cashmere Vernon shirt here, and you can see how the different substrates act so differently. This is the Robert Kaufman Essex linen, and I actually came to Whitney's like 2nd or 3rd in-person class, and we made this shirt together in her class. So I had already fit this pattern, and I knew that it gave me like the confidence to cut into the Liberty to have already made the pattern before. So I made a straight size 6 with some adjustments for my height in both the body and in the sleeve. This is the regular sleeve and cuff, not that kind of balloon one that comes, so we kind of mixed the A and B views.
Yes, it is the lantern sleeve cuff, but with the regular sleeve,
And so because
I did the same.
This cuff is a little taller, we made some adjustments in the sleeve length. It wears so much differently and in this fabrication, and I do like the size I made. I'm very small busted, so perhaps I could have done a small bust adjustment, but in our class we did like a small forward shoulder, and so it already had all the adjustments I needed. But I don't usually wear it buttoned, and what I wish I had done is made the cuff a little bit longer and kind of spaced out these gathers. But I don't wear this shirt cuffed, so maybe I won't wear this one cuffed either. Honestly, I'm going to probably do the pull all up, the way, fold down, so you can still see that flash of pink.
Yep. That's how I like to do it too.
So, yes, and Whitney loves to do a bias binding hem, so I used, I made the most of this remnant. So I did some bias binding there. I love all those little flashes.
And what did you do with a scrap of your Liberty with your little baby girl?
My 4-year-old, my 4.5-year-old comes to my sewing room with me, and she wanted to sew, and I was like, oh, I wanted to sew, and but she sat on my lap, and we cut out we measured her little dolly bed, and we made a comforter for her dollhouse out of Liberty on one side and Silk Dupe on the other side, and she's gonna have a really champagne fabric tank.
Exactly, for her little dollhouse.
Yeah, it's
I
sweet.
thought that was so cute.
It matches nicely.
So cute. Well, do you want to swap sides,
Yes.
and you can talk
Yeah.
about your second one?
So I'm at Whitney's house this weekend. We're having a little sewing staycation.
Yes.
And this is the project I've been working on this weekend. This is McCall's 7477. It is a wool cape with like 3-4 views. I chose this view years ago. And, you know, honestly, I just never made time. I didn't prioritize it, but it's been on my list. I had the fabric, I had the pattern. I had the pattern cut when I got into it.
Oh my God. Well, when you picked this look, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like, and Marissa was like, no, I know exactly what pattern. Exactly what pattern it pairs with and everything. I was like, oh, okay.
I already own the pattern. I didn't need the fabric recommendations because this fabric actually was from Joyce's stash.
Yeah. My
Whitney's
mentor Joyce. Yeah. Marissa also had the opportunity and the privilege of also knowing my mentor Joyce. Yes.
And the great honor of receiving some of her stash afterwards, and it was great to see it made up. I had almost enough fabric. So this belt is shortened by about 15 inches, and I did cut it continuous, and both the front and back collar have a seam down the middle.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
It's
you really
fine.
can hardly tell.
Yeah.
I do wish that the belt was
really
a little
gorgeous.
longer, but you know, you can belt it with a leather belt or something else. So I'm really looking forward to finally having this in my closet. It's been a dream make for years, and now it's, out of my stash and onto my body.
And
That's
was
what you
it
always
as
say.
scary as you thought?
I was a little apprehensive about the wool. Like, I wanted Whitney to tell me. I rewatched her like wool video 2 times. Do I wash it? Don't I wash it? And I decided not to wash it. I'm going to dry clean it. And it is lined with an inexpensive polyester lining, $4 a yard. Again, didn't pre-wash, plan on dry cleaning. So, we interfaced the collar, both front and back, so it would really stand up nicely. I used the Palmer Pletch lightweight interfacing, and there is a fabric interfacing here too, a facing that is interfaced.
Yes.
So
yes.
Other than that, it has 4 snaps internally, and it's all one piece. And so there are these bound little holes here that create a sleeve, but they're not actually separate.
Okay, so it's like a circle skirt, but with oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's what.
Yeah, it's like a circle skirt. Yeah, that the belt then gives the shaping and creates the sleeve.
I really
cool.
tried to prioritize getting the fabric on grain.
Yes.
That's how I made the most use of my fabric.
Yes.
So,
Which I think is a good idea because you can see the grain in this fabric because of the weave of the wool.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we want it on grain just so it behaves like it's supposed to. This feels really nice too. I bet this is I'm
really eager to wear it. I think I'm going to style it with some.
Joyce had some good taste.
Yes,
like
she
this
did.
feels like a really good wool.
It irons really nicely. Steam on wool is what sewing dreams are made out of.
I absolutely agree.
So the original inspiration was from ASOS. And we were looking back at how it was styled.
Yeah.
And denim, dark denim, pleather, leggings. I mean, I think I'll wear this as my
pants.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I had finished it in the fall, I would have worn it as my outer wear as well as the garment. But you know. I'll park close and sneak right in. And
but Marissa lives in the Michigan area, so even springtime, when things start to warm just a little bit, but not quite, I mean, because with the color of it even,
at least
you could wear that. Absolutely.
I have had my colors done by Color Guru. I'm also a Calm Summer, so exact same as your daughter.
As Ava.
And similar to Jenny.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
She has a lot of summer in her life.
I do. I do. Bright, shiny summers in my life. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we can share remnants. I like that.
Yes. And there is a lot in the stash of things that are Ava appropriate or Jenny appropriate that Marissa can also grab as well, which is fun. Well, so this was... I feel like we were very prolific this time around because we were all so inspired. And again, we made 4 outfits of the 10 and, 8 different pieces that all went together that we are all going to be wearing throughout the winter. So
absolutely.
Big success for Team Tomcat Stitchery on the fall ready-to-wear looks and
Follow
recreating those.
Whitney on Pinterest and stay tuned for our winter looks, which we are still researching and pinning.
Yes, and that will be
I feel like
up
it will
soon.
involve some plaid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We the 3 of us have been here for the sewing retreat this weekend as we're filming this, and the ideas have been flowing. So make sure you're subscribed because there's a lot of exciting things in store for Tomcat Stitchery in the new year.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you find some time to get some sewing in yourselves. And until next time, happy sewing. Bye.